Hello viewers, welcome to my latest track guide. This week we're coming to you from Summit Point Raceway, driving the Skippy. We're going to look at two laps in particular on this video. First of all, I'm going to talk you through lap 30, and then I'm going to leave lap 28 running. That lap 28 I felt like I hit pretty much everything perfectly, so I would recommend watching that one. The setup I'm using on screen now, as always, we're still using this Sebring setup from I think last season, but it works. Fuel wise is controversial. I think you're going to have to go 3.1, but if you're sensible in the race, you might be able to get away with 2.1. It really is a bit borderline this week, I believe. Session info for this week and on screen now. As always, this is 73 Fahrenheit 65. It's a standard default iRacing session. So without further ado, let's jump to the track and talk you through that lap. Okay, so here we are on track, just approaching the first corner. We are going to be braking just probably between the 3 and the 2 marker, all the way down to first gear. We're going to hug this apex as tight as we can. We really want to make sure we try and hug the apex on the way out. If you cannot track out, then I'd recommend you don't, because you just lose time going out there. Up here, we're going to be braking down to third gear over here, just after this little off-road here as our braking marker. Up this corner, in third, up to fourth on the exit, running the curb. We leave it in fourth through here. Could possibly shift up to fifth, but you being fifth for such a short time is not really necessary. Here it's important that you get the car, one thing, straightened out on the steering before you start applying braking, and secondly, we want to try and get into the right hand lane just a tad if we can, or at least in the middle of the road, just to maximize the angle of approach on this next corner. Then we all the way down to first gear, hug that curb, up, short shift up to second, down to first again, hug the curb again. Here we're going to track out slightly. You can see by the colouring of the road, basically we want to stick to the darker track, the darker part of the road. So we're coming around here, around this left-hander. Again here, we want to try and get as far to the left here as we can to maximise the following right-hander. And on this curb, you can run this curb a little bit, but if you run it too much, you will pay the price, so be warned. Now coming up to the final corner, we will be shifting down to fourth, and over here on the left hand side there's just some kind of curbing under the grass or something like that, and I use the very start of that curbing as my downshift down to fourth and turning in marker. Important that we get tight on this apex and don't carry too much speed so you don't run wide. And that completes one lap of Summit Point. As always, I will stay quiet for the second lap. Yeah, and there you have it. That is 2 flying laps of Summit Point. As always, guys, I hope this has helped someone out there. If you feel it's helped you, please hit a like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.